That is right. We are with Lar Nimit, the owner of Bangkok Thai, and you were telling us during our tease in the morning news that you have a very special chef here with us today as well.
Yes, sir.
Tell us who it is for those who missed that.
His name is Kerr, and he's actually working in a high-class restaurant in Atlanta, and he had many years of experience in cooking Thai food. He also can talk Thai, and you can see all these carving in front of these here. He did them all.
Just beautiful. This is what we're talking about right here, these fantastic displays. And what are we going to cook today as well?
Today we're going to cook Pad Thai.
Pad Thai. I'm looking forward to that. So many different ingredients out here and so much great stuff. What are we going to do to get started this morning?
Well, first of all, you would get started with the noodles. Normally, it comes in a dry package.
Okay.
So you would soak in the water maybe for 1 hour or half an hour. So that you're going to get started first.
Okay.
And then the next thing you're going to do for Pad Thai, you're going to have to make a Pad Thai sauce first. So we have this ingredient here that you're going to have the liquid tamarind sauce. Mm-hmm. That is the main ingredient, so it makes it a little bit sour in the Pad Thai.
Sure.
And of course, soy sauce and some vinegar if someone who loves it to be more sour than the tamarind by itself. Mm-hmm. Also the sugar, white pepper, and salt.
And that's what goes into the Pad Thai sauce. It looks fantastic. Can we get that started? Would we like to work on the sauce a little bit right now?
Yes, sir. So what we do is we would put all these ingredients into the pan. So we want to simmer a little bit.
Okay.
Because you can keep this sauce longer when you put it on the heat.
Right.
But if you don't want to, you can stir it and let all the sugar melt, and you can keep in the refrigerator probably a couple weeks.
Okay, sounds good.
So we put more of sugar in the Pad Thai sauce because otherwise it only tastes sour because of the tamarind sauce. So we have to balance it up. So we put more on the sugar.
Well, I tell you what, you guys continue to work on that sauce. We're going to talk all about Bangkok Thai, tell you all the information you need to know coming up in our next segment. Also, they are taking part in a big meditation event, which is happening next Tuesday night. We'll have an interview about that, so a lot more with Bangkok Thai throughout the show. Can't wait to try this all out. We'll check back in just a little while, guys.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Welcome back to our Studio 10 kitchen, cooking with the folks from Bangkok Thai Cuisine, making one of my favorites, chicken pad Thai. Things are smelling so good in here. A lot of ingredients to make this. It looks kind of complicated. You think we can make this at home?
Yes, ma'am. But first of all, you have to prepare the Pad Thai sauce.
Okay.
And we already done that. We told you the ingredient, and then we put it in the pan and simmer them a little bit, so we're ready to go. Once you have the Pad Thai sauce, then we can start cooking. And also the noodles has to be pre-soaked in the water because normally it comes in a dry package.
Okay.
So we're ready to go. And the ingredient for the Pad Thai beside the Pad Thai sauce, so this is the finished product of the Pad Thai sauce. You got to have eggs, but if you're vegan, you don't need to have eggs. It's fine.
You can just eliminate them and it tastes just as good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So the main thing is the Pad Thai sauce. It has to taste good first.
Okay.
And then this is the sweet radish. In every Pad Thai, you have to have this sweet radish.
Where do you get sweet radish?
You can get it in the Asian market.
Okay.
Because it enhances the taste of the Pad Thai. Oh. It tastes a little bit sweet and sour, a little bit salty, so it had all those combinations.
Sounds good.
Yes, ma'am. And also you have to have a ground peanut and some oil.
Okay.
If you want chicken, you can pre-cook the chicken or you can use a fresh one, but since we're in the studio, we try to save time. So we pre-cook the chicken a little bit. Also green onion. This is going to be at the end, at the finishing touch.
Okay.
And bean sprout. So
that's it. So we can start cooking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to put a little bit oil in the pan.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to crack the egg.
Okay.
to
Okay.
wait a little bit until the oil is hot. But when we cook in our restaurant, we use a very high BTU heat, probably about 100,000 BTU. So you can taste the pad thai that is like not cooking too long and takes very less time. So the taste will be a little bit different when you cook at home, with the restaurant.
Okay, and that's why.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. All right, so that's nice and hot. Doing the one-handed crack, showing off there. Woo, that's popping everywhere. Be careful. I don't want you to get
Okay,
popped.
so when the egg is cooked, done, and you put chicken,
Okay.
so you could put the sweet radish.
Okay. Not all of it, though.
Yeah, you can just, if you want it to a little bit sour and a little bit salty, you can put more.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put the noodles.
Okay.
So you stir the noodles. It's gonna be a little bit hard because it's the dry noodles. So a lot of time you might have to use water to help soften the noodles.
Okay.
But in our restaurant, we use chicken broth, because it enhances the taste better than just water.
Yeah, I can see that. And so you just want to cook this about how long?
Probably about a couple minutes at home.
Okay.
But in our restaurant, it's probably less than a minute because of the high heat wok that we have.
Okay, and then just add the sauce that you guys made earlier?
Yes, ma'am. Add the sauce. Saute until you can feel that the noodle is a little bit soft. And
well, it smells great. And we're going to keep cooking this. We also want to let you guys know about a meditation event that's coming up next week. And Joe's going to tell you about that.
Welcome back into our kitchen. We've got some fantastic food this morning from the folks at Bangkok Thai. We are finishing up our pad thai. Lar, tell us what's going on right now.
well, after we saute the noodles, when we left off, the finishing cut is we put bean sprouts and also green onion. We would put the ground peanut last because, like at our restaurant, some people are allergic to peanuts.
Right.
So if you're allergic to peanut, we don't put it in. So sometimes we put it on the side.
Sure. That's a good idea.
Yes, sir. And so he's finishing up. And if the pad thai noodles is too dry, you can add some water into that to make it moist and soft.
Well, it definitely looks fantastic. Now tell the folks all about Bangkok Thai. Where can they find you and coming out and have some fantastic food?
Well, we have been in Mobile since 1991. Our first location is on Highway 90, and we have serving buffet at lunchtime over there from Monday to Friday. And then we expanded our second location on Airport Boulevard. That was since 2001, and it's quite a big restaurant, so we can have a lot of seating capacity. Also, we have a conference room that's seating 12 people in a conference room. And then we expand to Daphne locations. So we have 3 locations to better serve you. And also, our philosophy in cooking is you have to have the fresh ingredients.
Right.
Because if you have the best chef in the world, if you don't have the fresh ingredient, the food not going to taste good. And we don't use any addictive or MSG in our food.
All right. Fresh ingredients, fantastic food, 3 locations all throughout the Gulf Coast. You can't beat it, so you definitely have to go try that out. I'm going to grab a fork here and just take a real quick bite of this chicken because it looks too good not to try. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out. That is delicious.
Thank you.
Fantastic work, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm talking with my mouth full. Sorry. More information is on the website. We'll be right back.